What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 2 of the spells only playthrough for Wuchang Fallen Feathers. We are going to be jumping into the Doomwillow Beach area. Super excited about this because there's going to be a few encounters that I'm pretty excited about using spells only, so we'll see how it works. But anyways, the bonus chat goal for today is to have a bonus stream on Saturday, if I can spell it. Saturday. So if we get 5 super chats, we can do a bonus stream this Saturday. We'll see if we can get it. But in either case, we are now here. We're going to unmute the game audio and jump into our load game. Let's see, we are at... I would imagine I'm here. I have so many files right now. My life is an absolute shambles. I do believe this is the file, though. It was an interesting game. Hell is us. We just got off the demo, but it would be a game that if things were slower, I would love to jump into. But with such a packed schedule and release and launch schedule for September, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, so we're going to be going... Honestly, you get a lot of resistance with this particular armor, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to have some fun. Gotta look pretty. We'll go clerical. But maybe with something like that. No. This always looks great, by the way. I wear this a lot, but I actually changed it. I'm fine with this then. Okay. So first things first, guys, we already defeated this. This is a spells only playthrough, so we got to be very careful with what we do here and not accidentally punch stuff. I do that all the time. I think you only get some soft rush grass here, but let's go ahead and take these guys. See what their damage resistance is. You know, you guys are a little more tanky than I wanted. Remember that upgrading the one-handed swords is going to actually scale our, there you go, it's going to scale our multiplier for spell damage, so we do want to do that if we can. That's a shortcut over there. We're going to be heading that way in just a moment, but for now, let's go here. And let's see if we can upgrade the one-handed sword. I don't think I really gave us a ton of opportunities to do leveling here, but oh, perfect. So we do have the +3. Look at me. I love when I do smart things proactively. Never happens, so it's always nice when you do. Alright, we're going to come around here, see if I can punch this thing. Just trying to get the gauge on the damage, really. You should die. It would be okay. He died. Butterfly says, you can't lay the sword down? No, I can't, because I would like the benefit that it gives. I would lose the benefit otherwise. So we're going to go this way and speak with the white-robed elder.
Still yourself, I see.
He'll give us some crystallized red mercury.
Then I bestow this upon you. The feather I shall send you. I shall send you.
You tell me what to do, white-robed elder. Fam says the one-handed sword gives you bonus magic. It sure does. Well, sir. Oh, of course he's gonna flurry. I went for it because he took forever. I lack the patience. Let's go grab this item really quickly. The steamed bunny bun. That'll do wonders. It is. Topaz lotus seeds. Get a little bit of lore over here. They pretty much are like, hey, burn down the village if the feathering gets out of hand. They burnt down the village. Alright. The Abyss Sword in Snowfall Palace is for Frost, I believe. Oh, nice. Strike me. They have to flurry. They have to go crazy first. Really? Fair enough. We'll go this way first and tag the shrine. We should send the lift down as well. We'll go ahead and send the lift down. See if I can do this quickly. Go, baby, go. Good job, Wuchang. Quick on her feet. Got the Kong line. We're going to come over here and take out a few enemies. Got some lore. Tombstone lore. Don't be sad. How weak are you to this? Not very. What are you doing? Okay, that was scary. Sir, don't. Why am I not triggering Shimmer? There you go. That's not very powerful either. We're gonna go fire then. Do I need to get in front of you? Yay, we got the reach at least. I could have sworn there was a cuckoo here. But I guess I'm wrong. For easy dodge and more Skyborn might. I do have Dark Frost equipped right now. Swap over to this. Read the juicy lore. Come over here and get the jar monster. I did not mean to do that. Oh my. Oh, that's the stuff. The jar ladies don't like Vorpal blades very much. We got the benediction and some other stuff. More weapon upgrades, it seems. And we're gonna come around here. Welcome back, guys. Sorry I had to end the stream, but I think it's just best to do that. I like to keep it clean. I hate having... If I was just kind of doing a general, hey, gaming sesh, but we covered the demo in one, and now we're continuing our challenge run in another. So I think it makes the most sense. I like to keep things organized. That spell can trigger alacrity too. Yeah, it can. We love alacrity. That's my favorite. You get those additional iframes when you're casting. It's nice. Okay, we killed the tree. Let's see if I can get this guy quicker than usual. Ah, gotcha, baby. I was gonna say, that might ignite him in one strike, but it didn't. Not quite. Oh gosh, I forgot about you. Thank you. So obviously, the undead and fleshy monsters are weak to fire. Who would have thought? Oh, lovely. Whee! Oh my gosh. Shinto. I keep initiating the strike when I'm facing the opposite direction. And even though it does have a huge like visual window, it does not hit anything behind you. You would think it would, but it doesn't. Give me some juice. That's that Dark Frost ability Fam keeps referring to. We used it some in the last episode, but Very nice. Then we have these enemies all the way over here, so kinda, let's see. I'm just gonna rush it. I don't think it does either, Shayla. I don't think the difficulty increases. I think also because we are quite powerful. You get pretty strong in this game. Ow. My face. You get pretty strong in this game. I dislike those ankle biters. I don't like them either. I have much more strong opinion though, I think. I say bad words. They make me say bad words, those. If only I could... Are we... Okay, never mind. I was saying, are we going to allow the obliteration? Because how much of a missed opportunity is that, huh? It feels gross not being able to obliterate an enemy. I haven't obliterated anything since, so I guess I'll behave. Yeah, even though I don't want to. We're going to come up here, face off with Inner Demon. Number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Lady Boss Lynn, welcome back. Shayla, welcome back. Fam, welcome back. Nearly everybody's back. Love it. I don't want to get shot by this, but I do want to read chat. And Butterflies, welcome back. Do work. Inner Demon. Oh yeah, New Game Plus on Black Myth Wukong is, yeah, you're so powerful in that game. That's like, oh, okay, you got this. Oh, my face. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna heal again. Ooh! Wait, shoot me. Hold on. You know, I don't know of any way to tell if I am what version of the game I have. Do what you must. Does anyone know how to tell on console what version of the game you have? Because I've checked everywhere last night and I could not tell if I had it or not. Pretty sure that was a sexy dodge. I don't know how we didn't get any shimmer for that. Stop healing. How many heals do you have? She just used a really cool axe ability that I've always wanted to unlock. I just never got around to it. My face. Matthias. Matthias is here as well. Welcome back, Matthias. You little shy guy. Just kidding. Matthias is not shy. Matthias is not shy. Oh, I got hit right in the face. Thank you. Go ahead and heal again and get shot. Yep. Lovely. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I called it out as it happened. You should allow for obliterations, just my opinion. I think so too, because it's like I'm doing all the work to get the obliteration, right? But there'll be that one guy in the comments that says, you didn't do spells only because you used your sword. Matthias says, I'm here as well, back for some more Wuchang bloody goodness. What'd you say that one? I literally told my wife about that. You said like, oh, it's nothing like waking up to like, you said like, I smell like something, some blood and some awesome vixen action or something like that. It was so funny. Oh, that was good. You're like, nothing like that smell of two badass women and blood. It was good though. I did miss your previous match. I didn't see it, so it doesn't load in like your chat. The first chat I got was Butterfly saying, hey, you can't, you have to have your sword, you can't lay your sword down. But yeah, that's the first one I got for some reason. The main menu in the bottom left, it does not show that in on console. I also checked here, but it shows the ID of the character. I thought the ID on the bottom right would be something, but it's nothing. I've searched a number of different areas and not seen it. So I don't know where console version is. So I don't know if I have the 1.5. I don't feel like I do, but at the same time, I got a sec of the third of 4 endings last night on my off-stream profile. And Wuchang said, have we met before? And she's never said that before. I've never heard her speak. Like, Unless it was like some sort of memory type sequence and you can barely tell it's her, but I was like, wait, what? Where's my inner demon? Infinite range! If she knocks me down, I'm gonna try and go for the iframes. Oh, good job. Good work. Don't do that. Oh, my madness is too low. I'm an idiot. That's fine. What happens when you are not insane? It's always better to be insane. Joe! Okay. That's scary. I'm gonna get shot. Sweet. Now what I don't know, guess I'll just have to shoot the old-fashioned way. Is this tree dead? Nope. Nope. Oh, no, it's not. Not dead. Faint red feather. So far the patch is not out for console, says Shayla. It's supposed to be out soon. Okay. Good, because I felt crazy. I was like, I don't feel anything different. Oh, this is fun. And I don't think I can, like, get a shimmer off of something like that. That's what it was, Matthias. I said, holy hell, it smells like badass women and bloody violence in here. Oh, that was great. I was like, yes, yes it does. It was like 9 a.m. and we're waking up to some badassery. Oh, come on. Okay, so you guys get it, right? It's a tree. I could kill it at any point in time. I need madness. This is not gonna work. That dude's just pissing everybody off with the drum. All right. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, get that. While oh shoot! While everybody's figuring out the stuff. Oh, poison. Let's go crazy a little bit. Okay. Hello. Oh, hey there. Big damage. That he might actually die in one hit with the fire damage there. Let's watch. We love the dot. We love the dot. Damage over time. Okay, I guess this dude's not gonna wake up. I'm trying so hard to engage with these enemies, but okay. 400 plus red mercury essence in my pocket at level 50. That's a lot. Restart the challenge. I use that. Lovely. How did you not die? Come over here and give me some shimmer, boy. Ugh. Alright. We're gonna run up here real quick. Swing. Okay, or not, it's fine. Ow, that's fine. That's fine. Ugh. Okay. And Yusta. Can you do something? You're gonna rage, aren't you? Are you a rager? Okay. Angry guy. Big damage. We need him to die though. Another one, thank you. That'll kill him. I'll grab this. We do have the big horse enemy. I want to make sure I have enough. I need some juice, and the quick way to get it is Plume Branch. If I need it. I feel like this guy's gonna wake up at the wrong time. I'm going for it. I needed it. I took the executive call there. I'll just leave it there for now, says fam. Good idea. Good idea. That's your attack, huh? And then the self-destruction. What a coward. Plume Branch is when I like don't have any patience whatsoever. Lovely. Like now, for example. Let's see if we can get them all together. Lovely. I love when we get it so quickly. I mean, it's like, it's such a great feel because you have like a cadence in battle that's similar to what you would have normally, you know? I use this sword, I suck. Challenge invalid.
Your arm. That energy seems even stronger now. The might of the
Primordial deity.
We'll find out.
Backstab rejuvenation, thank you, thank you. You're crazy. Divine might. Now, have us a battle. Oh gosh. There's little bamboos there. Oh gosh. Let's take out all these guys first then. Where's the little guy? There he is. They are so cute. I will deal with you guys later. Come this way. Save points up here. I don't imagine I'll die, but if I do, I'm sorry. I missed. Trying to trigger some shimmer there. Go ahead and heal then. We'll get our mana vase upgrade right here. And then we're going to come down around this way. We got another shortcut we can knock down in just a few moments, taking us back to the shrine of the area. We'll just knock it down for now. And then we'll come this way and take out that one brother. He's gonna be kind of annoying. We'll get as much alacrity as we can, honestly. He's gonna be quite the jerk. Ah, what? Ah! That didn't work. I was trying to get alacrity, but it did not work at all. I was like, whoa, what did I... Why? The timing of the spell is a little bit different than I had anticipated. I guess I've been using it at such a far range, I didn't realize, like, oh, there's a little... That jump, I forgot about that. Whoops. Aw, man. We need to teleport to the other one. I forgot about that secondary save point or shrine. It's not in a bad spot, but you really don't need it. Go this way. Harrison, what's up, Harrison? Hold on one second. Let me get my spell ready. Harrison says, I am back. Finally got to best Fang Ling with my magic build. Echo of Dutanga for the win. Ooh, nice. Yeah, she's gonna be weak to fire for sure. I'd use that and probably... I'm gonna try burn... Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to use some burning flames. Whenever Whenever... Oh, I was looking at my spells. Come on, baby girl. The tracking, I don't think I've ever missed with this spell before. It's so good, but surprisingly, I missed. My back. Let's try that again. I think it's because they're feathering, and that's why I didn't do anything. It's perfect sense. Ow. Fighting these guys legit is terrible. Going for a nice little backstab, that's where it's at. Yay, Burning Flame. Okay, this is one I had my eye on. I'd like to see how much it costs. It's so expensive, man. Dang. So expensive. Now these are so much cheaper. Okay, Burning Flames we might reserve for bosses then, because yeah, that I'd love if that was cheap. If you came up from the elevator, the bamboo just run into a mine and unalive himself. He does. Oh yeah, he there's mines there. Trip mines. Oops. Forget about these guys. They'll take forever to die. Harrison says, I hated this area with my melee build. With magic, it was a breeze. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. You know what? Since you're just going to spray poison, and that is about it. You don't give me any special drops. You can just go somewhere. We're going to circle back around, tag the shrine, and then we're going to head towards the boss. There is a cuckoo down here right before the boss entrance. It's actually, in my opinion, I don't think I've ever heard it. It's like a silent cuckoo, one of the only ones. Better off killing your demon with Vorpal blades. Yeah, but I like using other stuff. I like the low cost spells, but I don't want to use Vorpal blade for everything. And that's gonna be really boring. It's already kind of weird because the pacing of each of the battles is kind of weird because I'm having to, you know, build that shimmer. But I think I'll be able to, as I get a little bit higher Skyborn Might, a little bit more levels, I'll be able to get a little more synergy with some of these things as well, and we can continue generating it with either the Skyborn Might or what have you. So I don't want to use Vorpal Blade so much, but it is a cheap spell and it's pretty good, just for pure magic for sure. But I don't want to use it all the time. Okay, so we'll be using this for the boss fight, I think, and just for giggles, probably have something like this for now. In fact, this isn't going to do me much good in the boss fight, so we'll do that. I want this one. I want this one. Fam says, I don't have any issue with the level in the first half. The only thing that was hard for this and me in this level was just knowing where to go when I first played. But it's not so bad. In retrospect, it's all quite clear. But when you're first kind of exploring, you're like, what the heck? Oh, I forget about you guys every time. But I can use you guys. Hold on. Okay, or not. Alright. And then we get one more for the road. And then we get this little guy up here. He doesn't say anything. That's like his little voice box is all jacked up because of the smoke. See? That's insane. What an excellent detail. He didn't say anything. Especially if you have the pendant that heals on kill. You talking about the lifesteal pendant? Quentin Goins. What's going on, my friend? How are you? See if we can get some I like that. That's pretty costly for it not to do that much damage. This will cause fire, right? Yeah, that's way more damage. And because I lack patience. Do some of that. Ugh, I didn't get any more Vorpal juice. Ugh. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. I hit him though. I did not mean to do that, sir. I apologize. Are you okay? Quentin Goins. How are you doing? Whoopsie. Reading chat. Not smart. Trying to get some Skyborn Might out of this. We'll go for a heal. The fire damage might do the trick for us, and it did. And just like that, that's the tree ant. First try spells only. Gimmick boss. Yeah, this one is. You can kill him with just fire pots, actually, and I've done it. I do it in my guide, actually. The Echo of Soulwood has another spell. That is a corruption spell. I don't know how much it costs, though. This was cool, but it didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. We might be going with some of that. I do want my alacrity. I know this is a cheap spell, but I have to stop relying on just that. So we're going to have to find ways to be a little more creative before I get bored. Also, we need to change the way we look. We look awesome. Throwables, throw attacks, burn. That's fine. Matthias says, GG's. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Quentin, thanks for asking. Just going in our second challenge run for Wuchang. We're doing a spells only run. Pretty fun. Harrison says, don't like this boss. Was really gimmicky. Prefer a boss like Victor from Lies of P than this. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, this is probably the easiest boss you'll fight. So it's like, enjoy it while you can. Because they get harder. But yeah, I don't mind. It's not so gimmicky, right? That it's like, oh my gosh, you have to pull switches and go down here to kill the boss. It's like, you just have to avoid the massive AoE and stick to the sides, you know? I don't mind that. It's not too gimmicky. It's just an easier boss for sure. Combat-wise, there's very little to learn. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. What did I just level up? Oh, I leveled up my flask, but I mean, I guess, right? We'll just max out our magic. I don't believe I can level up my weapon anymore. Not yet. I need brilliant red feathers, and then... Oh, I should enter the dream. Yeah, my bad. I should definitely enter the dream. Oh, yeah. Echo of Tonga keeps winning. It's a good spell. It's very... I use it on the majority of my first playthrough. In fact. Yeah, it's a good spell. Quentin says, I just used your walkthrough to finish Wukong. It was really fun. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm doing, well, you know about Lies of P already, but I am doing a 100% guide for Wuchang Fallen Feathers as well. And that's, you know, we're getting out pretty much an episode a day. So I'm trying to take my, you know, not take my time with it, get it out as quickly as possible, actually. But I'm just trying to make sure that I'm very thorough with it. So I was just too absorbed with playing the damn game because it was so good that I wasn't creating much content. I was just doing my challenge. I'm like, this is fun. This game is too good. Very good. But yeah, now I'm doing the 100% guide. We'll be doing lore on the main channel probably next week. Because I got to do some... I have to do some lore for Lies of P this Thursday, so that's the goal for tomorrow. Plunging Ward. Wait, did I? Hold on. Yeah, I went the wrong way. That's what threw me off. Okay, that I was like, what? I'm so used to coming back here. I was just mixed up. That's a good spell. I like that. That's a fun one. Wuchang next, says Quentin Goins. The tree spell's a punch, I think. It's pretty much like a punch. It's like an air punch. Keep Echo of Lu Bingjian. Oh, I love it. It's so good. The Echo is fantastic. I think I have it. Yeah, it's kind of like the one that I'll be able to use Alacrity with and just keep going from there. I am so used to seeing this as at the second time, like when it's revisited, that it threw me off entirely. I would love to see if it has splash damage. It does. It only costs 1 as well. Okay, so it has a little bit of a weird trajectory. So if they're point blank, you might miss them. That's okay though. This costs 2. This is the 2. This is the 1. Okay, cool. So we're better off as long as my madness is up, which I will always maintain the madness as high as possible with the help of the incense. We're in good shape. We are in good shape indeed. Go up. This is where that stupid guy's at. This is who I was looking for.
Judgment falls! Ming!
Steamed bunny buns. Growing red mercury, all the good stuff. Everything you need for a balanced meal. He's not gonna shoot? Ah, I figured that would happen. Yikes, okay. And 3. I'm faster than you somehow. Oh, I got corrupted. I was afraid that was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to have this on my person. Well, that's something we gotta look out for, huh? Any spell with alacrity is good. Oh yeah, I like the other one. I forget what it's called, but it's like the Divine Slash or whatever. I love that. That's lots of fun. I use that as well. This might actually kill him, right? Yeah. Splash damage? Not quite. That's got some really good knockback. So it probably takes about 5 casts, maybe 4 or 5 casts back to back to get it. Otherwise this armor should be keeping my corruption low enough. There's a puppy dog up here. We'll be taking him out. Yeah, I remember it built up. I just wasn't thinking. I was like, I think I'll be fine if I spam it one more time, and boom. I was like, nope, I wasn't fine. Everybody's so close to getting corruption build up, but too close, right? Oh, I got him. Yay. And you, sir. Oh, let's see what the corruption damage does. It's not anything out of this world, but it's pretty alright. And then I can't do anything. Oh no, I dodged way too early. We'll back away. Finish him off if we pulls his shield up. Oh man, he got it in. But the corruption should get him. Nice. I've never really poisoned anybody to. That's fun. We almost poisoned ourselves to death there. So now the purple chameleon is going to be useful again. Harrison says, yeah, I prefer the purple flame feathering spell. Corrupt enemies fast. It corrupts enemies faster than corrupt you. Costs like 2 Skybloom, right? You can buy it from Wukong. Nice. Nice. We get a moment of respite. Let's go and see what the turtle's talking about. Circle around here for some goodies. This armor has some of the highest corruption. The only other armor that has higher corruption resistance, that at least that we currently have, is the DLC armor. It would be this one. Where is it? This one. I like it. But where's the part that... Oh, it's the head part. Because although I do like the way it looks, like when I'm staring at her back the whole time, that just distracts me like crazy, that right there. So that's why I prefer something different. But yeah, this looks nice. There's Xuan Young Z again, just being a jerk.
There lurks a demonic treant at Doolittle Beach. The road to procure the Tang Emperor's palace. It was what the rebels left long ago. Perhaps they would you be kind enough to... They protect... Would you be kind enough to investigate?
Sure, buddy. Yeah, I got to be careful. I have to take it a little easy when I'm spamming that one. Yes. Gotcha. And we'll go around and kill this dude next. Sly Vixen. It's like the nicest insult ever. Ah, why don't you stay close, you dummies? Eat that. You know, the weird part is I didn't realize how slow, like, your recovery is after that spell. That's kind of scary. If I don't actually stagger the enemy, they're gonna eat me alive there. It's a little scary. Oh. Yes. Thank you. I got burnt. There's that brother, and there's these little dummies. Let's say hi to him. You're still alive, brother? Not cool, bro. Steamed bunny buns. Oh, did I not kill the bird down there? There's a bird somewhere I completely forgot about. Oh, no, it's up here. Okay, good. It's up here to the left. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so, fam. You can spam cast it, but you are standing still after the initial cast, which can be a bit nerve-wracking. You bastard. Okay, I better get him. He went right behind the walls like, no! Let's kill this. Let's fry this chicken. Got him. We'll come over here real quick. Do some things. Fixed origin pill. Oh my gosh. How are you still alive, brother? Just shy. Okay. That could have been really bad, actually. We did get the eagle pendant. I forget what this one does. Stab attack power. Not gonna help us much in this run, right? It's okay though. Also, I'll just be smart. There's no need for me to have those purple camellia out. I wonder... Lovely. Oh no! You know, it only does that when I'm on stream. I've never seen it do that otherwise. This guy can throw so far, my gosh. The hell, sir? What is your throwing ability here? Dude's insane. Okay, I'm curious to see what spell's gonna work best now that we got the Mimic Jar kind of coming up here. Maybe fire. Feather Pearl. Growing Red Mercury. And this tells us about the Buddha statue that we'll be obtaining and using as a kind of like a way to drain the Lotus Pond. Yeah, it does a good chunk of damage. Thank you. Oh, I do want to check this out. Not as good, but it's a faster spell, so. How in the world? Faint red feather and a bunch of others. So those plumed branches we're also going to be getting them from the inner demons, as well as the jar demons, and then we kind of max out the ones we can get from the invocation, which sucks because I thought those were infinite as well, initially. We found out the hard way they were not. Huh? Oh, yeah, I knew I heard something. I forgot about you. Trying to line up my shot, sir? Oh gosh. Alright. We got another cuckoo close by. Crimson Lantern Fruit. And then we have shortcut over here. No items. Then we're right back to Shoe Sanctum. See what this, oh, this does. Dagger used, run invalid. I cheated. I cheated. So they should put an item here because it takes time for me to walk over there. I do it every time. Let's see what feathering does. Matthias says, in here I thought the next Souls like I was going to be excited for was Tides of Annihilation, especially considering the King Arthurian connection, what have you. And they released a trailer for Wuchang. Yeah, dude, Wuchang looks cool. Like I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, this looks amazing. It's quite awesome. You coward! You coward! I'll kill you now. I mean, wasn't that great? Okay, we got him out of the way. So for this run, I am going to be answering all of the doors correctly, so I can see what all it breaks. So we're going to answer this one. It will be Winged Ascension. Not Feather Transcendence. So we get the Lasting Alacrity. That's going to be huge for this particular build, and which is awesome, by the way. Why didn't anybody tell me to change to this? So angry. Actually, this is good because it has a better modifier, but it doesn't have that cool, like, evasive maneuver. So never mind. I'm not mad anymore. I forgive you guys. I forgive you all. Stop aggroing everybody, you psychopath. And we'll go grab this item. Ooh, you know, I don't know either, Matthias. Once I look at that trailer, man, I cannot wait to see. But Tides of Annihilation does look pretty solid. I don't know how Souls-like it'll be, but that whole King Arthurian like lore and setting and premise is nice. Very, very nice. I'm curious to see like how hardcore it's gonna be in terms of like Souls-like. Aside from that, I'm also quite curious about the Wuchang game you're mentioning, because it's like that could be lots of fun. That could be tons of funs. Especially if you know, remember like the Ballad of Antara game and stuff. Like I want a game that looks like that, actually plays like that, and that it's not being a scam. I just want that. If somehow that can be delivered. Yes. We're gonna go to the shrine because I honestly don't want to have to walk back any. I am answering all the questions correctly this go around. Oh, I can't wait to see the trailer, Matthias. I'm gonna watch it while I'm in line at school. Shayla says, I got all the doors right and fought the Demon of Obsession thanks to a save scum that worked. Nice. Very nice, Shayla. Very nice. I could have sworn I picked something else. Okay, that's fine. And we got the build up, which is never a bad thing to think about. I can't use anything like that. No worries for that. Points. The tenacity, don't really need that right now either. Do we just scale our magic further? I suppose we do. I suppose we do. So glad your save scum worked, Shayla. Like, that does save some time. I'm not against save scumming at all necessarily, but I think it's fine. You know, like people have limited amounts of time, varying amounts of time. So I think that's an excellent way to experience everything the game has to offer without having to spend hundreds of hours on it. So I do appreciate that method, and it's one I use as well occasionally because I have time constraints too. Okay, so there was something that I was trying to do. I got distracted by myself. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, I wanted to level. So we're going like all bad methods, all bad outcomes, and all correct answers on the doors, okay? Oh, I need to add my benedictions. That's what I was gonna do. And there's one other. Don't I have any leveling stuff? Yeah, I do. Do not have any mercury. Oh, Vindictus. Yeah, Vindictus is good. It's not really a Souls-like necessarily. I think people use that term really freely, but just because it's like, hey, it's a game that has combat that's challenging, and maybe you have to have a checkpoint, and it's like, well, it's a little bit more than that for me. So I don't necessarily just already group everything into the Souls-like category, but I don't think it's a Souls-like. I think it's more of like an action, you know, almost like a hack and slash type. And then the boss fights are just more challenging. You have to use a little bit more strategy, learn the movesets, use your parries and stuff like that. So I wouldn't call it a Souls-like, but it's pretty decent. I mean, you know, it's like it almost seems like sort of like an indie Souls game. If you wanted to call it a Souls game, it'd be like indie Souls, you know, where it's like it's not incredibly polished, but it's got like some decent combat and those visuals look pretty solid, but I don't know. It just gets a little like I played through it, and I think I did it on the channel, in fact. And whenever we were waiting for another game to release, and we fought all the bosses, and it was fine. I think it's a good game. It's decent, well made. It just I don't know. It's not bringing anything new. You know, I'm real big on that. Like, what is it adding? You know, if anything, you know. Sometimes games are just fun and they just need to be fun, but I'm like, it's okay. You know. I don't know if it's only going to be PC forever, but I know that it's certainly going to be released only on PC in the beginning. Zhenwu Temple. I need to go to Wukong at some point as well. Yeah, we'll be fine. This is going to be a fun fight anyways. Yeah, it's more hack and slashy, you know, like, in my opinion. Does this work? Oh, shoot. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. It worked. He died. Can y'all get up for a second? They're just sleeping. Okay, maybe I just let them sleep. Call me a feathered freak. Don't you ever. Yeah, it's definitely more hack and slash. You can even search it on my channel. Like I think I played through the entire demo. The boss fights are certainly like what the game is about. The getting to the boss fight and the enemies, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a little dry, you know? But it's not bad. It's just a very simple game. It's not adding too much value to like its genre. It's just like, okay, we just have a different setting, kind of like almost like a medieval-esque kind of thing going with werewolves and other creatures like that. I mean, it's cool. I love the boss fights. If it was just like a boss rush game, I would respect it even more. Let's talk to ourselves.
So loves a strange beast, huh? Who can really understand a person's heart? Looks like you've hit rock bottom. Loves a strange beast.
Alright, let's go ahead and use the impetus repository level up just a bit. So it's one of those falsely mislabeled genre games to get more attention. I don't think that they call themselves a Souls-like, but if they do, I would say, yeah, it's not the most accurate assessment of the type of game it is, in my opinion. Certainly not. Not to me, anyways. It's not a Souls. People use that term a little too often, in my opinion. It's not a Souls-like, just because you die occasionally. You know, I want to explore the rest of this area before we go fight and stuff, so I was for whatever reason, I was like, let's go kill Honglon. It's like, nah, not quite. We've got some more stuff to explore here. We won't be going to the vegetable garden because we're not going to be teleported there, so I guess we might even only see it at the end of the game if it's even open. I don't know. That'll be a new thing for me. I've never answered all the thingy-majabbers correctly before, so. All the doors open to us. Doesn't open for us. Oh, you said I want pizza? Hold on, what? What about this pizza you speak of? Oh, balls, dude. Why didn't you just die? And he didn't even die to that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much justice I did it, but I think I may have done like all the bosses or something. I don't remember, but you got to take a look at it. I might have done the demo full. I don't remember, but I did play quite a bit of it, so you can see it at the very least. See if it's your cup of tea or not. You're poisoned, ha ha ha. Oh. Oh, I like the analogy, Matthias. I do like the oh, did I get him too? Nice. Kevin McAllister cheese. He was so mad about that, too. I have to kill the maid, that's correct. I will kill her in just a moment. We're gonna go here first. She'll be easy. The Tongue Palace Shrine Maiden. So we don't get to have that initial interaction with the boatman. I'm incredibly curious now how that's going to impact my getting the Li Jiao's Fang. That's interesting. Why did everything go away? I guess I really don't need that. I mean, I'm not going to... Right? Killed that dude. I'm going to need... Let's see. We're going to go here. We're gonna be up close and personal with this one. I missed your back, you big back. Is that all you got? Are you talking-ish right now? I know I just kicked your ass. You got me there. You got me there. But it was short-lived. Okay, cool. So we got a new armor set. I look pretty cool though, right now. Especially if we rely less on this, as long as it doesn't have negative corruption, I'll see what it looks like. So remember what this one looks like. I like it. What's my resistance looking like? Very, very good resistance for corruption. That's right. Very good. It might even be better than what we had on. So let's go here. I was like looking at the chess pieces to get a good gauge on it. So yeah, it's better. So delicate armor is even better. Sweet. Shayla's dropping some knowledge. Knowledge, what? Butterfly says, need to go, see you next time. Take care, Butterflies. Fam says, can we access it yet? Not yet. Shayla says, you get Li Jiao's Fang without the interaction with the boatman because I got it and entered all the doors correctly. So, Shayla, if that's true, which I believe you, and I will literally say that in this guide too, but if that's true, then the only thing you need to do to trigger obtaining Li Jiao's Fang is all you need to do is go to Bai a mansion and defeat Bai a crew. After you beat Bai a crew, you go back and speak to him, and that's how you get Li Jiao's Fang guaranteed. So that's amazeballs. We like that. That's good. Heron says, would it be better to get the big magic and feather nodes in the skill tree instead of adding more to the small nodes? Big. It could be, yeah. I mean, depending on the magic type I'm using, right? So if I'm using more feathering scaling magics, then absolutely. If I'm using more, all right, now it's pretty even, right? So it's like, these are scaling more with magic. These are scaling with feathering. I'm going to be changing these out for this. So that's going to be magic. So, I mean, it just depends, right? We can always respec at any point in time, but right now it does not make sense for me to go for feathering more because my spells are synergizing more with the magic scaling. So, but excellent point, excellent point. It just, not really, not for me, not right now with what I'm doing. Let's see, didn't we get some more? consumables. She looks so great in her different armors. She's such a fun character to look at. Matthias says, I'm glad you liked the analogy, Inhuman. I was hoping you got some... It was good. Kevin McAllister cheese pizza. I guess I can level up anywhere. I don't have enough to level up. That's great. So yeah, magic is going to help us scale a little bit better. Since what we kind of got going on here. As we enhance our weapon, we're also going to get some pretty good benefits because it increases the scaling, so that's always good. If I'm not going to be using the L1, which I have not been using it at all, really, I might switch to the Astral Blade, so I'm going to consider that here in due time. But let's go back to Shoe Sanctum, do some things. Fam says fun. Shayla says, seems true, Inhuman. I somehow missed one of the items to fully open Wukong's shop, but other than the bad ending, all endings in the Wukong shop, I got all, I'm assuming you're going to say trophies or achievements, because apparently YouTube doesn't like long comments. But Shayla, I will say this, the item that you missed for Wukong's shop was probably the Gilded Axe. The Gilded Axe was next to the Palace Entrance Shrine Revisited. It was the same item that I nearly missed on my first playthrough, but we went back to obtain it. So you probably missed the Gilded Axe.
I better. You just wait, girl.
Oh ho ho. We need to add our benedictions, guys. I completely forgot. We got Corruptive Flames. That's a feathering spell too, at least one that scales with feathering.
Come back soon.
Lovely. And then what about you, old man?
What treasures do you have that you've been? Oh, and you might
Oh.
steal the place they said. Oh, Lord.
I don't know why I didn't buy this earlier. 4100, because I'm broke. I need that for clearing levels very, very soon. So we'll come back to that. Okay, so now we're going to teleport. Palace Hill works for me. No way, you got the Gilded Axe and the arrows? Okay, then you didn't miss anything in the Bow Capital or the Palace Worship's Rise Revisited, or Worship's Rise in Ruins specifically. That's insane, Shayla. I don't know what you would have missed then. I mean, because, you know, it could be anything at that point. That means you missed something earlier on, which is weird. Because you're pretty thorough. Find that odd, Shayla. Alacrity, Alacrity, and then... Okay, all of these are going to do magic, except this one. This one costs more. That's not an echo, though. This is. Okay. Sometimes less is more, you know? I don't know how much feathering would even do, so we could... I guess we could equip it, but also don't want that. I'm curious to see how all of these work, honestly, against her, but... This wouldn't be terrible for a backstab opportunity. This one wouldn't be bad either. Trying to think the best order, you know? I gotta think through stuff like that actually matters for me, so boom. Yeah. I wouldn't need 2 alacrities in a row. So that's everything costs 2 though, which sucks. So I kinda do need one. That's not what I meant to do. Is there a... Yeah, there you go. Triangle R2, triangle R2. Can always cast from that menu too, I suppose. I agree, Shayla. There are some items that are kind of hard to see in the beginning in particular, and then in the snow, I think. Probably one of the harder areas as well. Alright, so we'll be relying... I'm going to try this one. I'm just more familiar with this attack. But the feathering one might do some nice damage too. So we'll see. I like having a spell with one because what if she's weak? I don't know. I'm kind of fighting amongst myself right now. It's like, what do we do? That's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's just have some fun. Let's just have some fun with it. We'll definitely try feathering and stuff and see how that works, but... Shayla says, some items are hard to see. Yep. I haven't switched from Watcher's Gaze on my magic build. Too bad you can only get feathering weapons very late in the game. Yeah, Watcher's Gaze is good. I feel like being a huge Souls-like fan, I should know the next Souls-like release on console only, of course. Shoot, I don't even know what the next big Souls-like is. Everybody calls everything a Souls-like anyway, so it's really, that's even makes it more difficult. Because even the devs kind of like, yeah, we're gonna call it a Souls-light. It's like, y'all are just making words up now. Matthias says, in case I'm not in the know or something. Oh, shoot, you know me. You guys figure out stuff about games more than quicker than I do. And it's a shame because, you know, my profession, but... So that's a chisel. What chisel is that? Because I feel like she broke it. But maybe she obtains it and it goes somewhere. I don't remember where that one goes. I can't tell which one it is. But that was certainly one of the chisels. I don't know what it is though. Which one? Good. Action RPG is precisely what it is. Oh my gosh. That does tons of damage. Let's check this. This is just for science, so I'm too far, so that's fine. Yeah, so the feathering does way more damage. Okay, so we're gonna. That is where we learn something really important. And I don't need 2 alacrities because one is obviously more powerful than the other. So Lu Bingzhang's spear is gonna be much better. Oh, it's the Benedict one? Which boss do we get that from, fam? Do you recall? Do you recall? Actually, we would want this here, right? I gotta see how the order works. Let me just throw this in the middle. So if I go left, what spell do I get? Come on, fool. So from here, so that's actually different. So it's this order. I think I'm okay with these. This would be really strong too, potentially. She seems to be the weak to the feathering. But, and I don't feel like respecking. Obviously that would be great for optimization, but I think we're gonna be fine. Ugh, I'm stuck. Okay. I don't even need to fight this dude. The Benedict access one. Isn't that the one we get from Fangling? Yeah, it's a fun game, Matthias, but I don't know if it's like... Oh, they certainly weren't trying to mislead... I think that... I forget who said it in chat, but they just kind of were going... Like, everyone is gonna, by default, be like, it's kind of a Souls-like. So I remember... Because I know them, and they weren't being... What do you call it? Jerks about it. Everything can be technically mistaken for a Souls-like. But it's fine. I'm just curious to see what this does. Oh, this, I mean. If I can survive. Let's try this out. That is weird. It's more about build up for that one. That's very interesting. Okay. Alright, so next time we're gonna play for keeps. I'm gonna get rid of this spell. I won't win no matter what, even on if I can, because I just want to make it a little more clean, of course. But yeah, this is monstrous damage. Oh, good job. 3, 4, nice. She hasn't thrown knives at us. How fun is that? So that was the benediction one. I think that's not the jade. I forgot which one that was. That's very interesting though. Dude, corrupted flames is booty. I mean that with all due respect, but I don't even like. It's just for build up. I want damage. I don't care anything about build up. Kill me. Okay. I believe the madam gets it from Honglan and made Feng Ling the perfect bride. Ooh, that makes sense, fam. Matthias is laughing. Corrupting flames is way too slow. She was just like, what? And it was barely even doing any damage. Oh, you bet, Matthias. If the game's hard, it's a Souls-like, says Harrison. Yes, according to the masses, absolutely. According to the world now, yes. That is correct. That's too funny. Alright, yeah, so now, okay, serious, okay? We're serious now. Let's do this. I don't really need too many other spells. I can probably just do this with the one. Nice. I'm dead! She could have killed me there, but she actually just did her extra flourish and flips. Honglan, you're still a jerk. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to add the benediction lasting alacrity, which is going to be really big for this particular playthrough and build, so I'll add it in due time. Phase 2. Nice. I don't mind dying here because I would like to get that little benefit. Next time I'll dodge into that and then I'll cast an alacrity. Okay, so nice. Benediction. We had to do that for optimization. We're not going to switch to feathering just yet, just because I honestly don't know how many feathering spells we get versus just like magic based spells. So I don't want to change everything just for this one particular fight, but I do need to go back to the benedictions. There you go. I have nothing equipped. Lovely. That's not bad. There's one that does spells. There you go. I don't know why we haven't had this equipped the whole time. All right, let's go do this. Yeah, since good old Demon Souls, man. And then they'll say Shadow Tower or Shadow whatever was a soul. No, it wasn't. It was just made by FromSoft. Doesn't mean it was like Armored Core is not a Souls-like, but it was made by FromSoft. Yeah. They'll be like anything that FromSoft's ever touched has been a Souls-like, and I was there first. It's like, not really. Oh yeah, those little what do you call those channels? Well, I'll leave it just in case I actually need it. I forgot. Those like top 10 channels. Oh my gosh. Those just list anything, and they have like the best AI thumbnails ever. They've been doing the AI thumbnails before AI. I'm just kidding. They always have the deceptively awesome thumbnails. Like the 10 best Metroidvanias you've never seen. It has like this amazing image, but it's just like Metroid Dread from like 20 years ago. Oh! The tracking on this is nice. Plumed branch would be nice too to have, but whatevs. Oh! I'm dead. That was so clean. That was so clean, but I died. Yeah. Enfant terrible. Yeah, there's a ton of those channels like that. I never watched Mojo, but I've heard like people really like that. It's a bigger one of the bigger top 10 type channels like that. I really don't like them though because they typically don't have enough knowledge of any one thing, and instead they just list things together. And the funny thing is, I don't regard those very highly, but neither does YouTube. Like for the most part, those types of channels, like if you just, I don't know what you want to call them, top 10 channels or list channels, those actually are pretty hard to get monetized because it's like you're not really adding any value. You're just showing stuff for the most part, and then you have a few little quippy little lines or whatever. But it's like, yeah, like even YouTube's like, yeah, these are it's from inception. It's been something that's frowned upon. But yeah, just like that. All right, let's do this. It was really clean until it wasn't, right? Ah. Alright, let's stay calm through phase 2. That's when she starts shooting the water stuff, and we have to be very careful with our alacrity there. Alright, Honglan, what do you got? There it is. Honglan spells only. Project Awakening, which, yeah, they showed like, it just never actually happened. There's actually a few that I have listed that we've talked about at length, but it's like Project, whatever, and Project X, and we don't know if they're ever going to be real games or not, and they look like they're promising, and there's a few that were almost like, not precisely like Wuchang, because Wuchang Fallen Feathers delivered, but I'm talking about, what's the one Where Winds Meet? Like that kind of game. We'll see if they're real. And oh my god, the rats. Oh yeah, like Silk Song, like those top 10 Metroidvanias of all time, and you see Silk Song, it's like the game's not even fucking real, man. Okay,
I am now. Years ago, that region is.
Harrison, I would normally have screamed first try, but I'm hungry, man. Like, I'm low energy today. I'm quite hungry. Starting at 10 Central is like, believe it or not, that 1 hour takes a lot more out of me than I would thought. And not only that, but now I'm you know, we got to get up even earlier. I got to take my daughter to school, and then I start immediately after that. Like, I'm already doing other stuff. Like, at least in the summer, like I woke up like, you know, whatever, 7:30, 8 o'clock, not 6. You know, 6 to me is just too. I don't believe in that. That's against my beliefs. I like my 8 hours of sleep, you know. But yeah, it's just rough. I like to get my sleep. What? I don't know what I said to him earlier. Whoops. See, he doesn't trust the Taoist either. Good man. But it technically was first try, pretty much. First try that I actually was serious about it, right? Just kidding. Oh yeah, I agree. So see, in retrospect, Honglan is not so much a skill check, she's a knowledge check. A knowledge of, are you using the deflection that they tell you to use prior to jumping into the lotus pond? Are you aware of what alacrity is and how it gives you iframes? There's so many different ways. Are you aware of using the revolution with the steam spear? You can get a backstab guaranteed every time she presses on you. So good. So many different things there. And little details even like this, I just absolutely love. Like the fact that the fog and mist is now red. That just means my madness is up higher. You know, like, love that stuff. Love that. That makes me so happy. What? Where's Neon Wuchang? I didn't see his ass. Wuchang. The English sound of the Wuchang sounds like an old woman. Oh, you mean her voice? Or you mean the way we say it? Because we say Wuchang in Texas. Her name's Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. She's a Chinese pirate. Let's see. We'll go to the left, I guess. Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. She sounds like a British one. I don't know why. People are just intent on hearing. I have nothing against it, so don't cancel me 10 years from now. But if it's ever like a sci-fi or medieval kind of thing, like even if it's like in space, you will have a British person speaking, like a British voice actors. Here you have Chinese people and British accents. It is a little weird to me, but it's something that you see so often, like you can kind of get past it. But it's like, huh? Some of the characters don't have British accents. And I don't know, I don't have anything against British accents or anything. I think they're fine, they're lovely. But I'm just saying, like, it's something that I'm like, huh? Whenever I hear it, I see that, I'm like, that's weird. That's a little different. But that's just me. Don't hate me for it. Oh, you can, it doesn't matter. Let's see. I was looking for Neon Wuchang. Where's... Oh, that's right. He's over here. That threw me off. But yeah, British accents. I definitely use spells for phase 2. That's a beautiful strategy, Shayla, and I will definitely talk about that in the guide as well. Oh yeah, Shayla is the one that absolutely destroyed Honglan with spells. Like, from her first kind of like go at it. Remember me, I was like, let's spend 3 hours and learn the parry timing. But you know me, old masochist. Shayla's laughing. Sounds like an old woman. You have to hear. Oh, I haven't heard it in Chinese yet. I bet that's. Do they speak Mandarin or do they speak Cantonese? I'm sure it's Mandarin, right? Because I haven't heard the original language here. I prefer Brits over Australian accents. Oh my gosh. I love different languages and cultures in general, so it's fine. But I think it's so weird though. Like, it's like, why do we just automatically say it's not in 2025? Let's slap a British accent on them. It'll be fine. It's like, they're Chinese. Like, why do they have British accents? It's just strange. Now, I will share certain things with you. So when it comes to like nowadays, yeah, you're gonna hear like, because their ESL teachers aren't American for the most part. We do that stuff, and sometimes we go over there and we'll teach English, and then they have a less of a British accent. But if you do, like in South Korea, for example, many of the ESL teachers are British. So you hear a Korean person that's native South Korean come over here, and they kind of have like, they say the vernacular terms and whatever that like the British people would use, or UK kind of, you know, depending on who taught them, and they'll use that kind of language. Whereas you're not going to have as many ESL teachers that are American, so then they don't have that British influence. But that's why you would hear it kind of more so nowadays. They might have a British S accent, but not back then. They didn't. Not in this time. They sure didn't. Let's see. What? Oh yeah, this area.
You've got guts walking around out there, turning back while you...
You got guts going around. Fam says, I played it in Chinese and heard the Wuchang and English is really off. Dreamer says, I think her actual name is Bai Yizu. She got the name Bai Wuchang because of her sword skills. Potentially. I saw Bai Yizu elsewhere. I don't remember where. And, oh man, I'm trying to remember where we hear that first or see that first. I'm not sure if it's a lore description or somebody talking. Wuchang is, well, they call it Wuchang, and yeah, it's probably, like you said, probably like a, whatever you want to call it, a moniker or whatever. But if it is her true name, then it's just simply kind of a reference to the actual Bai Wuchang and He Wuchang, which are like the twin deities. Wuchang in particular is a word that means impermanence or instability, constant change. And that's exactly what you're dealing with Wuchang in this game, as you're, you know, kind of going in different levels and stages of madness and all that other stuff, and embracing and pushing away and rejecting fate and all that. So it's just, I think it's amazing. Why don't I know where the hell I'm at? Why am I so confused? I think I go up here first and then go down, right? This is a weird little stretch, yeah. I forgot about this. The faint red feathers, yes. But that's pretty cool, Dreamer. I love that feedback. Matthias is, being a Souls-like fan, Shayla, did you see the trailer for Wuchi the Wayfarer? I almost passed that trailer up when it popped in my notification. I'm very glad I didn't. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either, Matthias. Oh yeah, this area. I think I'll kill the dog real quick. Oh, I almost used something else here. I almost did a bad thing there. Oh, that's a good theory, fam. I don't believe it is, because she would recognize her brother. Also, well, the real brother died pretty much as an infant, and then they resurrected him and he became that nasty monster, but I don't think that that's him. She would obviously recognize her brother, you know? Well, but she does have the memory issues, though. So that's a thing. But yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. That's a really cool theory, though. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I went up there. Where's my gay, you know, my dance like water? Like water. Bai Yizu and Bai Yu are sisters, yep. Where winds meet, yeah. Oh man, so what happened to Matthias is like they had it was a closed beta. I reached out to them to see if it was, you know, if there was or wasn't okay to share, but they were pretty tight-lipped about everything, so I don't think they wanted us sharing footage on that one. So I had a incredibly limited time to play it because I had come back from my trip, but they gave me the access for the beta, and then when I was reaching out to them, they were pretty tight-lipped about what they wanted you to see or do or, you know, showcase. So I don't think I can. I don't think I can. But it was decent. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't like amazing, but it was pretty cool. Like, I mean, it's like over the top wuxia action, like martial arts style stuff. Dreamer says, by the way, hello. Greetings to you, my friend. Isn't the white-black Spectre armor set you get from the pre-deluxe edition a reference to Wuchang? Yeah, it is. It's a direct reference. Bai Wuchang means white Wuchang, and then Hey Wuchang means black Wuchang. So you get the black and white sets, which of course are a direct reference to the legendary, like the folklore, mythological deities that are twins. So yep, you guys are right. For your lore about this game, Inhuman, I can't wait to see your theories and what you come up with for figuring out the character really is. Oh yeah, he may or may not be a deity that we're referring to. Oh yeah, yeah, the Duriel or whatever. Yes, that man. I mean, I guess I could say like my theory and lore videos are still in the very early stages of this game, because at no point in time have I captured the full game, even though I've been going through a million times. But it's mostly because I've been streaming it so much. So it's like, I need to have footage where I'm not in it, because I hate having lore footage with me, and it's just so unprofessional. So I need to, as I'm going through, I'm collecting the endings, probably start off with a nice like overall thorough ending explain type thing, and then go over the more obscure topics, because it'll be easier for me to obtain footage and those little sound bites versus doing a complete story explained. But I do plan on, of course, doing that in due time. I want to feature this game pretty extensively because I absolutely love the lore and all the references, and I think it was really slept on. There's just so many kind of cool things about it that I really like to expose to the masses so I can see like, oh hey, and this game's pretty deep, because I don't think the lore has really been tackled very well, and so I'm really looking forward to taking it on. Because this is a game that I'm really pleased with, and I want to feature it in every capacity I can, honestly. Haha. Got your back. But yeah, super excited about it as well. But yeah, there's definitely some significance to that theory and Duriel as well. I need to do a little more research, just you know, a lot of times you have to see like what have they taken from like real, you know, existing mythology, what have they added to it, what have they changed. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So it's something that that's how I figured out the same thing that Harrison brought up, the deluxe edition. Black and white outfits are direct references to the to Wuchang, of course. But all the things, you know. I have no clue how to change the language. I'm not sure if you, so Infinity, I'm not sure if you're having trouble, like maybe like on PC or something, but I have no clue. I can go through the options and maybe they're in the correct order. We can go over that together in just a moment though. Because yeah, it's happened to me before where I accidentally changed the language of the game and I had no clue. It wasn't any characters that I recognized, and I was like, oh my gosh, I messed up the menu. So, gosh, it was a game that came out pretty recently too. It may have been Stellar, but it was something like that. It was a very popular game, and I was like, oh no. So the speed of the elevators or lifts has increased by 3 times whenever Wuchang's not on them. But whenever you're on them, it's the normal speed, because of course that is how the game is loading the new areas, right? There's no load times kind of thing. They mask them with areas like this. So really well done, but I am glad that as of patch 1.5 on everything but consoles right now, you are going to get the faster lift speed, iframes upon knockdown recovery, and faster heal time. Fam says later the boy gets feathering and later was replaced by Fang Yao. Yeah, so I think that more than anything, well, that's a great theory, but I think more than anything he's just there to show like maybe the Taoist isn't trustworthy, you know, because he's like touting like, oh, the Taoist is so awesome, he's healing everybody and making elixirs, and he's just experimenting on everybody, including that boy, you know. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know how to change the language of the trophies. Yeah, that's probably like a Steam thing or something. I don't know. Harrison says, time to clear Cloudspire with both Echoes of Dutanga and Lu Bijan. Yeah, these are like the go-to spells right now. I really like them. Very, very consistent. Reliable. I like the damage. Shayla says the storyteller is actually a reference to the ruler of Shu. Oh no, where'd you cap? Oh, Shu historically. He even mentions his time of ruling toward the end of the book. Yeah, he does. He says that he was one of the kings. He takes whatever form he wants. But I'm just curious of who Duriel is, like if he was real or not. But yeah, absolutely. He was the actual Shu king. I don't know. My thing though is I'm still trying to figure out like primordial deity and how that kind of ties into things like those ties to Duriel. He is indeed the one that's in the shrine. He seems to be like deified, but he seems to have been a king during his life, but somehow he's like able to, you know, he has all these powers now, whatever. I'm assuming, oh, I don't remember the answer to this one. Do you guys remember the correct answer to this one? Let me see. I think it's challenge the threads of fate, but gotta pull up the guide. But yeah, I'm curious, like primordial deity seems to be more avian in nature. The god of Shu and all that, it's like that's where I start getting confused. Is it Duriel or is it the deity? And I can't wait for some of these red door. Is it riddle door or red door? What did I say? Riddle, no, red door. So I'm curious to see kind of like once the translations update, if I can see challenge the threads of fate. If I can make those connections. Sorry guys, I can't read and I can't multitask. Fam says, good night guys. The boy in Fang Yao is like the metaphor to Bai Crew and Bai Yu, I think. Very possible. Very possible. Fam, have a great night. I'm about to end the stream here in a few minutes anyways after we get some goodies and tag the shrine because I do need to go pick up my daughter from school. But yeah, Shayla, excellent point. He is and was the actual ruler of Shu. But I don't know if he's like, if he was a god or if he was just like a regular king and he's just like super popular, famous, whatever. So I am curious about that. And the primordial deity I do believe is the like an avian, like almost if you want to call it like an elder god, outer god type thing. This could be cool. That is cool. I like that. Hey, we're twinsies.
You're going to cross the bridge?
Probably Liu Bei or Liu Xin, historic. Oh.
Passing through. You should leave.
I don't think the primordial deity is a human, I guess. It seems more like that's like the avian and the bow people's like god. The king of Shu or whatever is like the human dude who is Duriel, who is the storyteller, who is the guy in the shrine. But the primordial deity is like an eldritch god kind of thing, you know? It's like the god of the bow people, based on what I understand. But somehow the Shu dude reached like god status. I don't know how, because he's able to, I take whatever form I want throughout history, and I'm like, how do you do these things? Let's give her some steamed bunny buns, huh? This is what Shayla clarified for us in the last one, or made sure that everybody knew to get. Oh, Fam actually. Shayla let Fam know. Hey, you got to give her some steamed bunny buns. And Hills Watch. Thank you for the divination crescents. I will never use them, but thank you. I would have totally skipped chapter 2 or broken chapter 2's quest lines because I would have thought, oh hey, if we go towards the crates, so interesting that you can skip chapter 2 and chapter 5 in its entirety. And once you actually get to like the bow capital, you can skip it anyways. Even if you want to get the good endings, you can still skip just about as long as you go to that one red door, the riddle door. You can still skip everything because there's the 3 branching pathways. You can just go back towards Heiyose and then go towards the area where you have the left and right key, and you just go right to the end. It's incredible. So you can probably speedrun the mess out of this game, and there's so many bosses you can skip too, so it's pretty interesting. But let's catch up on chat. And then I'll sign out, because that's my alarm actually. Perfect timing. Liu Bei established the Shu Han Dynasty. There you go. Yeah, so probably that's the real world counterpart. That makes perfect sense. Dreamer says, yes, that's what I understand too. Deity is a god, while storyteller is Duriel, the king. Yeah, and he just kind of became, like, because he was maybe worshipped, kind of had, like, you know, he kind of has, like, some sort of deific status to a lesser degree because he is enshrined and he now can take different forms after his death. So I think he is the king of Shu. I don't think he's the primordial deity, though, because that is, like, a true, like, outer god or whatever of the avian and Bo people. And I think that's the... like, you know, you have these forces kind of fighting, and that's why you have certain, you know, you even have like the overall arcing kind of like the Buddhist type influence where it's like the samsara, which is cause and effect, you know, the wheel, you know, reincarnation, life, death, all that stuff. So there's a lot of cool influences in this game, and they mix it well, and it really melds together really well, I think, in my opinion. But Shayla says, yep, I agree, Dreamer. Well, you guys are awesome. I want to say thank you all so much. We were able to check out Hell Is Us and make a determination that that will not be a day one cover for us. That would be something that if things slow down, that we can definitely cover and enjoy together. But I think Hell Is Us is going to be on the back burner. We have now decided to prioritize Lost Soul Aside, Chronos the New Dawn, Silent Hill F, and Ninja Gaiden 4. All throughout, that's on this channel, of course. All throughout the way and throughout that, during that period of time, our lore channel is going to be covering Lies of P, hopefully by tomorrow or the end of this week. And then I'll be switching over to Wuchang Fallen Feathers, covering something like maybe a comprehensive review of the endings, tying together and bringing in some of this lore to light. And then what we'll do is we're going to start tackling some really obscure topics in the game. That's what I really love to do. And then that will then allow me time to slowly compile all the footage I need to do a comprehensive story explained. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I honestly want to mention that regardless of how it performs, I really do want to feature this game to the max capacity in terms of the lore. So I am going to be continuing, you know, doing the lore videos for a while. So we'll be bouncing around from Lies of P to Wuchang back and forth. But I hope that we can get an audience that's interested enough in that. But if not, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to definitely feature Wuchang as much as I can, as best I can, because this game is fantastic. I really love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the new content across the different channels as well. Last little recap of the chat, and then we'll see. I love that they mix mythology and history. Yes, I love that. So to me, that's the best thing you can do, because you get that level of immersion, and then like, oh my gosh, I'm immersed in a whole new world, one I'm unfamiliar with. So that's an amazing feeling. Dreamer says the thing is, all important NPCs were twisted agendas. If you understand them, you get more of the lore. Yeah, for sure. Matthias says, thanks for streaming Inhuman. Awesome stream as always, and thanks for your additional showcase of Hell Is Us. Yeah, that was a blast. I'm glad we got to experience that together. Dreamer says, more lore would be great. I like reading lore of the games. Nice. Well, be sure to subscribe to my other channel if you haven't already. That's my main channel, and I have all the lore there. So it's listed in every single description of every video, and also just on the homepage, you can go and see other channels that are featured, and it's the Inhuman one, so go check it out. You guys are awesome. I want to say thank you all so much for being the best part of my channel, but I have to go. I will see you guys Friday. And if we're able to, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we can do the Phantom Blade Zero and Chronos New Dawn reaction, okay? I call it reaction because I was like, I'm not going to get hit with copyright again. That's so